You are not going to believe this when I tell you, or maybe you will believe it because it's not that hard to believe. But somebody reached out to me on my YouTube channel, somebody that I don't know, but has been following me for a while and comments on my videos. And so they reached out to me because they had something that they wanted to give me. And kind of figured out from things that I say in my videos that maybe we didn't live quite that far apart. So maybe it was just a 45-minute drive and I was actually heading up that way this week. So guess what they gifted me? They gifted me with 2 full, huge buckets of Concorde grapes. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, I was just so grateful and so amazed for that kind gesture. And they wouldn't even take anything for them. But anyway, you know who you are, and I am so very thankful and so very grateful for your generosity. And we stayed out there and we chatted for a bit, and such a lovely couple. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But you know me, and now I have to do something with these grapes. I am going to take these Concorde grapes and turn them into jelly. So let's get these grapes inside and let's get this going. So the first thing that I need to do to make this Concorde grape jelly is I need to wash, stem, and I will measure out 4 liters of these grapes. Now 4 liters of grapes in cups. Okay, so there's 4 cups in every liter. I need 4 liters, so somewhere around 16 cups of grapes. What we need to end up with at the end is 5 cups of this juice. So that's what you have to aim for. So somewhere around 4 liters of grapes to make our 5 cups of juice. Once my grapes are washed, stemmed, I will then need to crush them. Once the grapes are crushed, then I will add them to a pot with 1.5 cups of water and let them simmer for 10 minutes. After all that is done, I'm going to pour my grapes inside of a colander with a cheesecloth and let it drip undisturbed for 2 hours. Now we'll see how patient I am if I leave them dripping undisturbed for 2 hours or even overnight if you want. If you squeeze the cheesecloth to get more juice out, it makes a cloudy jelly. So if you're not too concerned about having a nice crisp, clear jelly, you can squeeze your cheesecloth. Just make sure the pulp doesn't come through it. The more you leave it undisturbed, the clearer your jelly will be. Up to you what you prefer. Once you have your 5 cups of juice, you're going to add that to your pot and you're going to whisk in 1 package of pectin crystals inside of your juice. You could also add like a teaspoon of butter if you want to reduce the foaming while it's boiling. You're going to bring your juice and your pectin to a hard boil and then add all your sugar at once. Stir it really well and bring it back to a boil. Once it's on a hard rolling boil that can't be stirred down, you're going to boil that for 1 minute. You're going to remove it from the heat and skim the foam off the top if necessary. Once that's done, you're going to quickly ladle your jelly into your jars, leaving 1/2 inch headspace. And you're going to wash off the surface of your jars with water. Add your caps and put your rings on fingertip tight. We are going to be steam canning these today. Bring them over to your steam canner or your water bath canner and place them in. You're going to increase the heat until the dial gets into the appropriate range for your altitude. Once you reach the appropriate temperature, you're going to time your jelly for 10 minutes. My jelly is done. I ended up with 6 cups of juice. Well, actually 7 cups of juice, but I did take some out because I was really concerned that maybe I had a little bit too much juice and that it wouldn't gel. So I took some out, put it in the fridge. I will be boiling more of these grapes tomorrow, and if I don't have time to make jelly, the great thing about this is that I can freeze it, and when I have time I can make more jelly. It's a perfect recipe. And a little side note, and no, I did not wait 2 hours and let this drip naturally. What I ended up doing is I added a little bit more grapes just so it would make a little bit more liquid, so I wouldn't have to wait that 2 hours for all the juice to be extracted from the fruit. I can tell that the jelly is going to set. I don't know if you can see, but it's already quite thick and it's still a little warm, so it's looking very promising. One last note, always remove your rings after 12 to 24 hours. Leave them setting there for 12 to 24 hours. Don't disturb them. When the time is up, remove the rings. Always write on top what it is and the date that you made it. Make sure before you store them to wipe the jars down. You wouldn't want any mold, or especially this is so sweet and sugary, to attract any kind of ants or anything in your cupboards. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to check back again soon to see what other content I will have coming out.